Today, we're focusing on how to establish structure and routines. It's a well-known fact that during times of unusual stress, whether that's because of family problems or a natural disaster, people recover and maintain their mental health better when they have structure and daily routines to fall back on. Our routines, they reassure us that our lives are predictable. And indeed, this pandemic has caused a lot of disruptions to what we're doing on a daily basis. So it's really important to find ways to get structure back into your life and a part of your daily living. Today, I'm thrilled to be joined by Toc Tien, a famous Vietnamese singer who has joined us today for Clear's 14-day resilience challenge. Welcome. Wonderful to meet you.
Thank you so much for having me here and do an online interview with you. Nice to meet you, Michael.
Nice to meet you too. So can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do?
My name is Toc Tien and this is my stage name also. Basically, I'm a singer from Vietnam and I've been in this industry for more than 15 years.
Well, today we're talking about structure and routine, and these tend to be the things that get really disruptive when we're forced to stay at home. But what I'm curious about, what did a typical day look like for you before all this happened?
So before it happened, my typical day started around 7 or 7:30. I wake up quite early and then having breakfast after that. And then I go to the gym and then go back home for lunch. After that, I might have some studio session recording at my studio. Normally, I finish all of my work by 7 p.m. Of course, I go singing every weekend. That's it. That's a very normal, basic, typical day.
It sounds quite nice. Now, with the pandemic and all the changes that we're all experiencing, how has this changed for you, your routines?
Actually, basically, it didn't change a lot. It's just you're shifting all of your work outside back to your home. So that's the only difference. I try to keep my routine the same. So I love to wake up very early in the morning around 7-ish. And I try to go to bed around 11 p.m. So you're going to have a full 8 hours sleep. Besides that, I do some exercise at home. Not quite much, just only 15 minutes exercise. But I think it might work, squats or jumping jack or yoga. And one more thing, I love cooking. So I try to cook. Learn new dishes, and I forced my friends, my family to try my dishes. So they're my new customers. So I figure out that I'm pretty good at cooking.
That brings me to something else then. Are there other rituals? Are there parts of your life that make your life sort of a little bit more routine, even over a week, a month, or a year? Things that you like to repeat that bring, in a sense, meaning to your life?
Like I shared with you before, there's one thing that I really try to stay the same, even before or during quarantine days, is that I try to keep my working time. My day start from 7 a.m. and then end at 7 p.m. After that, just for family, for friends. So I try to keep that period of time. As a singer or as an artist, people tend to work very late at night, but I try to be a singer in a very, very typical way. I love waking up early. I love to go to bed early. So that's the routine that keeps me stable during these days.
And do you find, say, in a typical week, beyond that sort of daily routine, are there other routines that might inspire people listening to this in terms of your weekly routine, or maybe even on an annual routine? Are there things that you try and do that keep you feeling balanced and healthy?
I think drinking a lot of water is my most important thing right now. There are a lot of detox methods. I think one of the most purest, the cheapest, the easiest way to do detox is just drinking a lot of water. So I try to maintain that. That's the one way to keep my mind clear and my body, especially my skin and especially my vocal. It affects also. So drink a lot of water.
How are you managing to balance work and home life? And I'm curious because a lot of people in that situation now where those are blurring because they're at home. You have strategies that you're using to separate your work time from your personal or indeed your family time?
It's very easy for me because the older we grow, you know how and when to separate your working life and your home life. So I just basically in the morning and in the afternoon, it's totally for work, for exercise, for learning new things. Right now, I'm learning a new language. And after that, it's just totally for cooking, for family.
So really, in terms of giving sections of the day, each one gets your attention. Have you found enough time, though, to do everything that you want to do?
I have plenty of time because as long as you know how to control your schedule, you will have plenty of time to do all of the things you want. And it's like there's some saying, I really love this quote. I even have a tattoo of this quote. It's choice, not chance, that determines your destiny. So you choose to have like an active, an energetic day, or you choose to have a lazy day.
Well, on that note, that's all the time that we have to chat today, but thank you.
Think you enjoy and stay safe.
So just to summarize, establishing structure and routine is a great strategy to cope with stress. It makes our lives predictable, it keeps us focused and mentally healthy. It also helps us pass our days without having to make endless decisions about what to do, where to be, or the habits that we're going to need to keep us healthy. So when stressed, make sure that you stick to your daily routines. It will really help you avoid stress and bolster your resilience, especially in times of crisis, where maintaining even the smallest everyday routine can be challenging. When we do those things, it gives us back a sense of our lives being normal. The routines that we keep up, whatever we're doing, they really do help us to keep us mentally healthy. So it's really important that you have a strong plan. Maintain structure on a daily basis. What are you going to do this week to actually make sure that your life looks like basically what it was before? You can find full instructions for today's activity on our website, and the link is on our profile bio. Thank you.